Hi everyone, welcome to Room 217 News, your place to find out everything going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Well, before we get going, happy Mother's Day to all of the moms out there watching today. I hope that you are feeling appreciated today and honored. None of us would be here without moms. So I am so thankful for my mom, and I know that your children are so very, very thankful for you as well. So happy Mother's Day. Take some time for yourself today. Relax, rest, and just soak in feeling honored and appreciated because you are so appreciated by the people around you. This week is a big week for us in our classroom. We are taking the third grade reading EOG this Thursday. We have worked all year long so hard with our standards, learning everything that we can about what needs to be learned in third grade, and the time has come for your student to shine and your students to show everything that they know. And so this Thursday we are going to be taking the reading EOG, and there's a few things that you can do at home to help. Number one, you can make sure that your child gets a great night's rest the night before. Maybe go to bed a few minutes earlier, read a story, make them feel real relaxed the night before to ensure that they have a great night's sleep. Number two, you can make sure that they have a fantastic breakfast the morning of the test on Thursday. Don't worry, the school will be serving breakfast as well that morning as always. But I remember when I was in third grade or in a testing grade, my mom always did something fun or a little more special on a test day. So maybe you can do that, like a good hearty breakfast to get that brain going Thursday morning. And then number three, pump them up. You can pump up your child. They are all capable of doing awesome things on this test. They just need a little bit of encouragement. So I've been spending a lot of time encouraging your students one-on-one or in small groups about how awesome they can really do. But make sure that you tell them that too, and you pump them up and get them excited about showing what they know on this upcoming test, because I know that they're going to do great. Another reminder, testing will begin at 8:30 in the morning on Thursday, and it is crucial that your child is in class on time. So please make all efforts to be at school on time on Thursday so that you do not risk your child having to take the test on the makeup day. And then finally, just a reminder for the future that the math EOG is next Wednesday, May 19th, also starting at 8:30 in the morning, and we'll be starting the review for that this coming week. All right, everyone, let's head over to our Superhero of the Week wheel to find out who this week's Superhero of the Week is. Congratulations to the chocolate bar. And the chocolate bar is Vanessa. Vanessa has been such a great addition to our class. She came to us from Miss Shalava, and she has just been a great addition. She has worked super, super hard for the time that she's been in my class, and we are so glad to have her as a part of our classroom community. So a big shout out to Vanessa this week for being this week's Superhero of the Week. Up next is Curriculum Corner. It's going to be a fun week in the classroom, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Welcome to Curriculum Corner. This week in math, we're going to be talking about rounding and input-output tables. And as you know, rounding is kind of a simple task, and I feel students will catch on to it relatively quick. Input-output can be a little more tricky. It's really recognizing patterns within numbers and figuring out the pattern within a sequence of numbers. So we'll be spending the majority of our week on that, and just a few days, maybe one or two, on rounding. And then on Friday, we'll be moving into a full day review for math, where we're just going to be focusing on math the entire day, making sure that we're starting to cover different standards leading up to the EOG that's going to be on Wednesday the 19th. In writing, in reading, it is going to be review. We are going to use every last moment that we have to review standards that students might need an extra push in to make sure that they have everything that they need to be super successful on the Reading EOG this coming Thursday. So it's just going to be review, a whole bunch of montage of different things. The focus will be on nonfiction, but we're going to be throwing some fiction in there too. And it's going to be a fun week. We're going to make the review fun and interactive and engaging with students so that it's not just sitting there listening to a review. In writing, students have begun drafting their biographies. They're doing a fantastic job. We wrote intros on Friday, and they are really, really, really good. And so we'll continue drafting this week. Our main focus will be on reviewing for the reading test on Thursday, so we may or may not get to writing. The goal, obviously, will be to get to writing. But if we do, they'll be just continuing to research and continuing to draft their biographies. And in science, I'm super excited for this. We are going to have a really fun week in science. We're going to review some of our science lessons and science standards from a previous times in the year. So we're going to revisit space, talk a little bit about weather, and this is going to be really fun. We're going to do a mini unit on robots, and we're going to even end our week playing with different robots that our school has, with coding and fun stuff like that. So it is going to be a really, really fun week for science, because we're just going to be doing a bunch of fun things, light things in the afternoon, especially on Thursday and Friday. After the EOG on Thursday, we're going to do a fun science lesson on space, and then on Friday, we're going to do a really fun robotics lesson where they're going to get to code different robots, and it's just going to be a lot of fun in science this week, and I'm looking forward to it. If you happen to have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 217 News.